It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Rams and the Dolphins, coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived. Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Malik Hooker. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing, pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the ball.
Down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On third down, he'll drop to throw. .35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's caught. Now the ball comes loose, and the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Dances by at the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Moore. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Miami set to take over.
They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They run a draw here on 2nd down. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he's going?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
2nd and 4.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The far left side taken in by Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Skirts by him at the 35. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And his kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll set up to throw. Got it. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Oh, nice move. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Marcus Jones
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And his kick is indeed good, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw again.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be corralled out across.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
That's out wide here for Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for